I've got a sister who's 22 and a sister who's 16.
Right.
And they're all perfect.
They're all perfect?
I'm the black sheep.
And they're all perfect?
In their eyes, yeah.
But what about you?
I'm a bastard.
You're a bastard?
I'm a bugger.
A bugger?
Yeah.
Who's told you that?
Damp jumper.
Who's told you that?
I just don't matter.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I shouldn't be.
You're a different woman when you're not on drugs. Yeah?
I've always been. People around, everyone I know is on drugs though, do you know what I mean? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And most likely, well, I don't know anybody that doesn't take drugs. It's just how it is, it's the 1990s, I don't know.
Now I'm going to clean the bowl itself. Hey, you know what? That's another saying, from the highest to the lowest of the land, we've all got to go to the toilet, haven't we?
I still can't even believe that I'm in jail. It's a right shock. Been here nearly 2 weeks. It's a proper shock to the system. It's horrible. Not being able to go out just when you want and bars at your window. And big bolts on the door, and all you can hear every night is keys jingling down the corridor. People shouting.
Thank you. Ta, thank you. Morning, ladies. It's lovely to welcome you into chapel. Some of you for the first time. I want to tell you a story which is, I guess, familiar to any of us who live or work here. One lady met about a year ago. She was on heroin for about 2 years. She lived with a bloke who was also on heroin, so made the whole situation worse. Her family are desperate about her. She's got one little child who's about a year old, who, of course, was addicted when the child was born. And she's in here for shoplifting. She said, Jane, I was in chapel on Sunday, and she said, you said that we need to say sorry for the things that we've done that have hurt ourselves, the things that we've done that have hurt other people, and the things that we've done that have hurt God. And she said, it never hit me until then. And she said, it was amazing. She said, because as I sat there, and as I realised that the stuff that I'd done had wrecked my life and the lives of the people around me, she said, I felt this incredible feeling. She said, in fact, I started to feel really sort of warm and good. And it was brilliant because I was able to say to her, that was a sense of God's forgiveness for you. Not all of us get them feelings, but we do, all of us, have God's word that if we're sorry, we can be forgiven. A short time of quiet when we just get a chance to remember who we are, where we are. We're in here, but more than that, we're in the chapel, which is both of the prison but not of the prison, if you see what I mean. Perhaps in this time of quiet, bring to God the people, the situations that are on your heart and on your mind.
Be still for the presence of the Lord, the Holy One is here. Be still for the glory of the Lord is shining all around. He burns with holy.
Another day, another dollar. You never know what to expect when you get there. It's a different life in the female prisons. It's introduced me to people I would probably never have met before in my life. It's taught me that all the villains aren't inside prison, and all the people inside prison, although villains, aren't necessarily unlikable. When dealing with female prisoners, and certainly young offenders, you've got to appear to be fair in the way you deal with them. It's like dealing with your own kids. If they're good and do something well, reward them. But if they're not, then punish them in a proper way, in a swift way, and when you've punished them, it's over. You don't sulk about it. And surprisingly enough, doing adjudications at Newhall, I can do adjudications on a prisoner, and I can give her a right telling off on adjudication for doing something wrong. And 5 minutes later, I can meet her walking around the prison, and she'll say, "Good morning, Mr. Ellis," and I'll say, "All right, lass," and it's forgotten. There's no sulking, there's no falling out. It's a case of they know they've done something wrong, they know they've been punished.
1 scoop of porridge, please. Thank you.
We see different kinds of life. We see the druggie who is probably on 200 pounds of heroin a day, and then we get the fulfilment of seeing that druggie come off over the first 2 or 3 weeks in the prison and physically blossom. Of course, you hear the stories about people bringing drugs in and prisons are full of drugs. I'm not saying there aren't drugs in prisons. There's as few as we can make them, but they still get them in. The vast majority of druggies that come in attempt to get off, and a lot of them do for the duration of what they do with us. What happens when they get out there is another thing.
When I was out, all I was interested in was drugs. So I'd lie to my mum and dad all the time and just throw all the help that I was offered. I just threw it back at them. So now they don't believe me when I say I do need help and I want it. So, very mad, but one thing is that they know where I am now. They didn't know where I was before. So that's one worry off the mind.
Are you ready, sir? Stand behind the desk and give your name and number to the governor, please.
You appeared before me this morning, charged, has in their possession any unauthorised article. You had in your possession a quantity of tablets. You understand the charge? Have you had sufficient time to think of what you're going to tell me this morning? How do you plead? Sit down, please.
Hopefully when I get out of here, I'll be sound. And my mum will have me back, I hope.
Is that what you really, really want?
Yeah. If I hadn't have messed up, then I'd have had everything by now. I'd have had my own car and all sorts.
Right, I'll read out your statement. Sir, I am sorry for having tablets in my possession. I know it was a stupid thing to do, but I got them while I was at Liverpool Court off a girl who was in the same cell as me. I was meant to go home yesterday because I had done my first sentence, but I got a 6-month sentence on Thursday. So I was really upset that is why I had the tablets to help me sleep. I know that is no excuse. I will assure you that anything like this will never happen again.
If you're on it, get off it, because you'll end up exactly the same. You'll think, oh, I won't ever do that, I won't ever end up in jail, or robbing or whatever, but you will. I'm telling you, you'll end up doing something you'll regret. It just turns you bad. Bad. Lower than low.
What you're saying to me is that the majority of the tablets found on you were sleeping tablets, and the odd one was a methadone. And you got them all from this girl at court. Convenient, that, isn't it? Isn't it more like the truth that the tablets originated here at Newhall? You knew